Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. What I am going to show you in this video is this is a 100% cotton shirt, but then I have a full photo here on the vinyl, and what I'm going to show you is how to sublimate on clear vinyl. So you can have this effect. You can use easy subli, you could sub on the white glitter vinyl, but I'm going to show you how to do it on clear vinyl, and that's sublimated onto that. First thing you're going to do is get your shirt. Of course, you know you cut your vinyl, your image, and I use Cricut Design Space, so I cut my image using my Cricut and using the Design Space to design it. Here's my first layer of the image. It's just going to be the background. I always take my image and fold it in the middle, just so I can make sure when I'm placing it on the shirt, I'm placing it where it needs to go. Hold on one second. I have my Cricut ruler. I always place at the top, because this is usually, that's about 2 to 3 inches. So I'll line up my center lines between the image and there's a crease in the shirt on the middle, and my top line I'll put right against the ruler to measure it, and it measures at 3. You couldn't see it, but it measures at the 3 inches. I'm going to press this, but I'm just going to press it really quick just to tack it. It's white, so it's a hot peel, the regular white vinyl. I'm just going to press it to tack it on the shirt, just really quick. So maybe about 5 to 10 seconds is about all you need, anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds. It's tacked on there. Peels right off. Okay, next I have the glitter. I did that also, with the Cricut design. So I'm going to line this up on here to go right over the white. And you do it really quick, because as vinyl heats up, it shrinks. So you want to make sure when you're putting it on there, it's lined up. So you want to just do a real quick tack. Don't leave it too long, because as it heats, it will shrink. Cover it. Gonna press that for another 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. Just want to tack it. You're gonna peel it. The white vinyl, the glitter vinyl, the clear vinyl. So I'm going to line this up and use my markers right where the cut is, and ensuring that this little piece right here on the side is lined up as well on the shirt. Like I said, you have to really just press it really quick just to tack it, because as it heats, it shrinks, and so it'll be hard to align anything on top. Press it again. 5 to 10 seconds. While this cools, really, it's got to cool a little bit. You can't just peel that off. It's not going to work. What I did, I'll tell you about this while I let it cool. This is the image. I use sublimation paper, sublimation ink, I did it all in Cricut. It's small. You know, Cricut is restrictive to the size you can print, the 9.25 by 6.75, so it was easy for me just to print this. I printed this using my sublimation printer and ink. Then I cut it so it can be precise. You can, some people hand cut. I'm lazy. I just cut it on the Cricut, and it's the image that I'm going to use. And with this image, there's two pieces, so you just have to be careful when you cut it out and make sure you grab all your pieces. So let's pull this off now. It's on there. You can't really see it, but it is. It's because it's clear, so you're not going to see it. It kind of takes on the color that it's laying on. Just to give you an idea, here it is right here. That's the way it looks if it's on the blue. So it's on the white, so it's truly transparent. You can't see it. So I'm going to take my image now and line the image up on those very same cuts to make sure it lines up. I'm going to use my heat tape because I don't want my image to move. And I just want little small pieces of tape because I just need to hold it. So I'm just going to put a little small piece right there. And then I'll put a little small piece up there. And then I'll take another little small piece, which is for this little piece that I have that go inside the G. So I'm going to turn it. Let's see if I can get this just right. Place it there, and then put a little small piece of tape on it just to hold it in place. Now you used it really quick just to tack it because you didn't want the vinyl to shrink. But on this, whenever you're subbing on anything, the material, any substrate, well, some substrates have different timings, but for this, it's got to go the full 60 seconds as if you're subbing on the shirt. Now, I wouldn't use my Teflon sheet because this is ink. Some inks bleed through the paper, some don't. Well, I shouldn't say the ink. Sometimes the papers, depending on the papers, whatever paper it is you're using. So just to be safe, I'm going to take a sheet of butcher paper because you don't want the ink to bleed through. If it bleeds through, it'll get on your heat platen if you don't have anything there, or it'll get on your Teflon sheet. So just make sure if you're going to sublimate anything, you cover it with a sheet of butcher paper. Some, like I said, some papers, you don't need it, it won't bleed through, but I just do it anyway for everything. You got to do the sublimation for the full 60 seconds, so we're going to let this go for a minute. Once again, just to go through what I did while that is processing. I cut it on the Cricut. All of it is welded together, all of the white. The top layer, the silver, I cut, it's reversed, of course. And then I did the clear, and then I sublimated the image on top of the clear. The image you will need to print reversed because when you lay it down, it's going to flip. So it needs to be printed reversed on there. And then in about 25 seconds, I'll have my next shirt that looks like this. The clear vinyl I just bought at the local vinyl store here in Houston. The paper I'm using is Craft and Bestie's paper. The ink I'm using in my sublimation printer is Cosmos ink. So, as you tell, this one didn't bleed through. So I don't think Craft and Bestie's bleeds, but I still do it because I'm so used to from when I started sublimating. I wasn't using Craft and Bestie's at first. Take that little piece off. And now the big reveal. shoot. Come on. Off the shirt, off the shirt. Thank you, Lord. No ink on there. They always say with Craft and Best, this is the ink release for me. And the shirt is done. Sublimation on clear HTV, heat transfer vinyl, completed.